ACR ratio. That would be like a good test to get, Mario. So your EGFR tells you your filtration, and your ACR tells you if your kidneys are functioning correctly, to make sure there's no ratio being off or nothing like that. Oh, nice. You can do dual. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. What's the difference between creatine and leucine? So creatine actually gives you the energy, activates your ATP levels. That's what activates your mitochondria. So it gives you more energy, more strength. So you can actually push a little bit further. Leucine is what increases your protein synthesis, what activates mTOR. And that's how you can actually put on muscle mass. So they're both really, really good to use. Creatine, you can use it multiple times throughout the days. Leucine, ideally, would be best to use it after training, no more than about 3 grams. That's all you need. That's pretty cool. You can actually do dual. I didn't even know I had that feature. How can increase muscle size naturally? Eat more protein. That's pretty neat. There's so many features in here I never really get a chance to play with. It's 4 a.m. here. Should I sleep? Probably not. It's too late now. It's 4 a.m. Why should you sleep? There's no point. I haven't slept yet. Been up since about 1:30. Duke tried to sleep outside, and all he did was bark all night, and he wouldn't come inside. Every time I go outside to actually get him in, he's still running around. He wants to play. So it wasn't really a good night at all. How did the sewer line one of the piece, because I ran out of that cement glue on one of them. I didn't put enough, so one of them is leaking. So it's just kind of, it's too bad. I'm waiting for it to dry, and I'm gonna, before I cut everything out and redo all 4 pipes and the joints, I might have to use some type of glue to see if I actually hold or seal it. See if it actually works. Is there any side effect of taking creatine 3 grams a day? No, there's no side effect. 0 side effect from taking creatine. Hey, dude. Hey, what's going on? There's the 0 side effect. Trust me on that. I've done a lot of testing over the past 15 years on creatine. I've even taken as high as 60 grams daily. There is no side effect at all. And it does not conflict with your kidneys, nor it causes any damage to the kidneys like some people assume or predict. Because of your creatinine goes up. Creatinine has nothing to do with creatine actually at all. It's about 3:45. I go make a nice cup of coffee. I made a mess today. You can see all my tools everywhere because I was finishing the top section of the wall, and I finished the side, the top, the side, so everything looks good. And I have to start working on this, but I have to keep that gap for the wood stove because next week I'll have to drive about 2.5 hours to get few parts for the wood stove and finish it. How long does it take you to get the glue up there before winter? I hope. I drove to town today. I drove to town this morning actually. I bought the glue again, and I bought, so I just spent another 70. That little mistake. I wish I had enough when I was doing it. And so you can see there's a trailer behind my FJ Cruiser there. So I went and picked up some 4x4, some 2x6s, and I got some more glue, and I got all the joints. So I'm gonna try a little bit more of glue when it dries up tonight. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna cut it up and redo it again. You can see there's a lot of wood been cut today, so I've been doing a lot of small fine cuts. So anytime I do like fine small cuts, it takes me forever. And I got these, they came in today to kind of do the deck as well. So a few things to finish. What about EAA, essential amino acid? Is any side effects? No, there's no side effects on any of the EAA. There's about 9 essential amino acids that is required, but most of the ones for muscle building is mostly your what do you call it? Your leucine. Beautiful work, but you work too hard. I'm trying to finish, and I did this, and I actually did a frame for this window, so now I can open it. I never had a frame because Duke went through it once last year, so it was always closed. So I actually made a wood frame, and I actually went and got some mosquito net, put that up there, so now we can get a little bit of air coming in, which is nice. Yeah, there's Duke. He's watching us. Hey Duke, it's not time for food yet. You're gonna wait a little bit longer. Okay, wait a little bit longer. So I'm gonna try to finish this tonight if I could. That one section. If I finish it, then I'll just frame the window and frame the door, and that's it. And because the flooring came in, I want to do the flooring, but I have to do that one section in the corner. I have to tile it. I never really tiled anything before, so this is gonna be the first time. Oh, you can even switch the camera that way. Oh, nice. Nice. Didn't know we had this feature. So now you guys can see everything almost on both sides. There we go. Let's take the duo out for a minute. I don't know, let's see if we can do it. I want to make some coffee actually. How do you switch it off? Switch it off, I don't know. Maurice, share, enhance, duo, off, perfect. Hey Anne, how are ya? Elias. So we're gonna make some coffee. Yeah, this is the stuff I bought. I'm actually gonna try to use this Flex Seal. I don't know. One of the guys from the plumbing section, he said try putting that on around the joint. Maybe it might fix it. If it doesn't work, then I'll cut them all and I'll redo it. Which is gonna take me, about an hour or so to cut them. It's gonna, of course, smell because there is a sewer line. It's ridiculous. What can I do, right? What is the recommended amount of protein per body mass to build muscle? I consume 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. So being on a carnivore diet, I consume even more sometimes. Like this morning, I had 1 pound of meat, and this evening, I'm gonna have another 1 pound of meat. That's 200 pounds of, that's 2 pounds of meat. 2 pounds of meat is actually equivalent to about 200 grams of protein. I only weigh about 150 pounds. But ideally, we'd like to see at least 1 gram per 1 pound of body weight. Let me put some water, guys. Give me a sec. Hey Marie, how are you? Kate, how are you? Kate, say hi, Julia. Put on a shirt. It's really hot. It's 32 degrees in here. I do apologize in advance if you guys don't like it that I don't have a shirt on. I'm not gonna put one on right now, unfortunately, just because it's very, very hot and I've been working outside all day. So if that bothers you, unfortunately, I can't say much. And trust me, usually I don't do it often. But when it is plus 32 degrees, sometimes we have to. What carbs are okay to reverse an insulin resistant? It's not whether what carbs are okay to actually reverse insulin resistant. It's pretty much all about the timing. It's all about the timing. I'm not saying wake up in the morning and have your fruit juice or have your sugar or have fructose. There is specific timing when you should be consuming your sugars without causing too much of an insulin spike or causing inflammation. John, how are you? Marie, I hope you're doing good. It's fine. Let them close their eyes. There you go. How to be carnivore and avoid constipation. You should never get constipation on carnivore. The only reason you're probably getting constipated on carnivore because your body going through a phase of actually switching from a high carbohydrate diet to a high fluid intake in the body to pretty much to none. But you should never go into constipation. Some people tend to go into constipation just in the first couple days. But it's not, is it really constipation or you're just not pooping? That's all it is. Because when you switch the diet, when you go on a carnivore diet, you don't actually poop as much. And trust me, sometimes you go like 3-4 days with no pooping. What is the best time of the day to eat carbs? At night. Ouch. I'm just gonna make some fresh coffee. I haven't taken any, let me just fix it up here, give me a sec. I hope you guys are gonna have a good weekend coming up. How do you sleep when drinking coffee all day? I haven't slept for 4 days, John. It's been crazy just because it's been so hot at night, and Duke is not sleeping inside. He's sleeping outside, and every day at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, he goes nuts and he starts barking. And of course, he wakes me up. I can't sleep. It's too hot, so I just sit there. I sat outside on on a deck from 2:30 till 4:30 in the morning. Then I slept from 4:30 till 5, half hour. So I got like almost about 3 hours of sleep. Hi Maurice, hope you and Duker have been well. We've been okay, just struggling with the sleep a bit. I know coffee keeps you awake, but you know, still it should knock me down. It shouldn't really conflict a whole lot. Coffee is needed, yeah. This is my 4th cup today. I shouldn't be drinking that much coffee, but you know, when you don't sleep good, and it's been very, very hot in the trailer because I haven't installed the fan yet. So it's been tough. Once I install a small fan to actually get some circulation, because after I finish all the insulation, like the underbelly, the side of the tiny house, everything, this whole place seriously starting to get like really, really hot. Outside right now it's 26, 29 degrees. Inside here is 34 degrees. So it's very hot. Very hot. What's normal, not normal in a bowel movement? I don't know. Being on a carnivore diet, in the beginning stages, you're probably gonna end up going on in the toilet or a bowel movement probably once every 3 days. After your body get used to and adjust, then sometimes you can start to go every day, but it's gonna be like not even you go into the bathroom, you're pretty much out within less than a minute, and it's called the ghost wipe. Because you know, when you poop on a carnivore diet, it's pretty clean. Hey Maurice, how do you solve the lack of bowel and fiber intake on carnivore? When you consume collagen converts into fiber, so there's no need of fiber on a carnivore diet. I get anxious if it's too hot. Yeah, and the thing is, I take a lot of L-theanine sometimes, Marie, just to kind of like. Don't get me wrong, I love the heat. It's pretty awesome, but sometimes it's a bit too much that you can't even sleep. I wish it would actually cool down at night, and during the daytime being hot, then it would be perfect. And then you could actually have a good night's sleep at least. Hey D, how's it going? Can you evaluate my supplement routine? If I set up a call, I want to know if something is missing or conflicting with each other. 100%, yes, Ted. We can definitely do that. If you want to book a time, I can go through everything with you, one at a time, and what each one is benefiting and why you should take it and why you shouldn't take it, and if there's anything else is missing. 100%. Can you take the MG with K2 and vitamin D3? Yes, you could. It should not conflict. How's the septic? Everything on one end worked, but the last joint, because I didn't put enough glue, ended up leaking, which is too bad. I just took some niacin, so it's leaking. So right now I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna try to put some Flex Seal on it. Amy, if that does not work, then I'm gonna cut all the 4 joints that I did and redo it all over again. That's what happened when I ran out of freaking glue. I barely put. Can coffee from normal shop, not organic, cause erectile dysfunction? 100%. Due to the mold effect in it, and it does cause palpitation. I had a little bit of loose stool. Is that normal? A bit of the loose, is that normal from too much Aussie? Yes. You actually took too much minerals. Your body could not actually absorb it. So now you got a loose stool. So now it kind of almost puts you back to days, and you probably lost a lot of minerals. So reduce the amount of the drop right now. Yep, totally. I have the same. Yeah, anytime you guys get a soft stool, reduce the intake because that means something is off in your intestine. That is not capable of actually absorbing such a high amount of magnesium because your body's not used to it. So you'll have to kind of go back a couple of drops so you can actually refix it. Maurice has stool on the loose too. I dropped to 50 drops per day. It's not about 50 drops. Keep in mind, remember when I said 20 drops per cup every 4 hours, and after that, after 10 days, do like 40 drops. But make sure, like I take about 40 drops 5 times a day. I take almost about 200 drops a day, guys. I'm used to it. I've been taking it for a very long time, but I keep my intestine, my small intestine, very strong. And the way I do it is by taking hydrochloric acid, by taking bicarbonate, by taking apple cider vinegar to actually strengthen the intestine so I constantly increase and uptake my magnesium. What does mold effect mean, Maurice? Well, what happens is when you drink anything that has mold in it, especially coming from coffee, other than actually is going to cause you to go to the washroom ASAP, it actually, is going to drain your magnesium and minerals in the body as well. And that's going to cause issues with the restrictions of whether erectile dysfunction, whether palpitation, whether anything like that with cardiovascular. Because keep in mind, erectile dysfunction is related to cardiovascular disease. Coffee doesn't taste good today. I don't know why. What happened is I usually put my beans in the freezer, and because the freaking unit overheated yesterday, it went up to like 34 degrees. The freezer stopped running, and we had slight little water issue. And I think my coffee got wet, so I think the coffee kind of tastes a little bit sick. Best time to take apple cider vinegar after every single meal. Apple cider vinegar, which one good? Any from iHerb? I buy the one locally. If you can buy one locally, make sure it is organic with the mother, would be great. With each meal to speed up magnesium. Yes, take at least, one. It depends how much you can handle. Half a teaspoon to a tablespoon after every single meal, no matter what. No matter what. Especially when you're consuming eggs. I take hydrochloric acid because it's much more potent than the apple cider vinegar. Because keep in mind, egg whites has a specific anti-nutrient effect, right? So you want to make sure you have quite a bit of acidity in the gut. Today my first meal was actually all raw. So I had raw 1 pound of meat. I'll post a video. I had a whole onion raw as well, and I had some good goat cheese, and grass-fed cheese was actually really, really good. How does erectile dysfunction linked? We'll see. What happened is it's all in regards to, that's how we know whether we actually have a loss of nitric oxide or not, or our body's producing proper nitric oxide or not. It's all related to erectile dysfunction. Raw 1 pound meat, geez, did it taste good? Oh, it's amazing. I've done this numerous times for many years. I missed that. Hydrochloric acid. It is a supplement. HCl. Damn, that cup is too small. Did my blood work? Everything was great. Only cholesterol a little bit lower. Could be a bit lower. What to do, Maurice? Why are you worried about cholesterol? Who cares? Cholesterol is not going to actually hurt you. Just telling you, hey, it depends how high it is. Like, is it over 300? Let's go back, 15 years ago. They say anything under 300 is fine. So if you are under 300, why worry? If you are still worried, go do some more testing. Find out if there's anything oxidized. Hi, Maurice. What causes overactive bladder? And is there anything than meds to fix it? Sometimes it could be a parasite. Sometimes it could be, most of the time, actually, it is a parasite. It's all related to the food you're consuming. Where would you buy? Where do you buy hydrochloric acid? You can get it from iHerb. I think I might have the link on my website. But yeah, Ben, nitric oxide, we know for a fact it vasodilate your arteries. So the moment, how do people sometimes know if they have blood pressure issues without checking? Let's say you don't have a machine, you've never been to the doctor or anything. The moment you have erectile dysfunction, you know for a fact you have blood pressure or you have arterial, something's happening with your cardiovascular system. And most of the time it's a nitric oxide deficiency. Cholesterol about 4.5, Maurice. Okay. Why are you worried? Let's do more testing. Let's see if anything is being oxidized. If there's nothing being oxidized, why should you worry? I think I need more water. Doesn't mean, guys, when you get your cholesterol checked, and let's say on the lab, automatically they put on the right hand side is too high, too low, or balanced, or optimal, or whatever it is. These numbers, don't you guys ever wonder who actually made these numbers up? So the question is, what is high and what is low? Maybe low is causing more harm to your body than being high. You did say something about parasite and overactive bladder. Where would the parasite be, and what diet causes overactive bladder? So if you have an overactive bladder, most of the time there is a parasite. So the way you can get rid of the parasite, or it could be an infection, you can actually use D-mannose. D-mannose is a type of sugar, but the way you have to do it, people say, okay, I'll buy that and take 500 milligrams a day and I should be fine. No, and most of the time you fail when you do that. Technically, there's a protocol. It took me almost about 3 years to actually find the protocol. So the protocol is you take D-mannose, 500 milligrams every 2 hours for 5 days. And that's how you actually get rid of the issue if there's a parasite or anything like that in the bladder. And after 5 days, you stop for about 2-3 days and you can monitor how you feel. If everything is fixed, you don't do it again. If not, you do the cycle again one more time. Thoughts on calcium score test? Calcium score test is a good thing because that means you have existing soft plaque and it's being calcified. The question is, why do you have soft plaque? So we'll have to revisit and find out exactly what's going on with your diet and what's going on with these inflammatory factors that is causing soft plaque. So there's further testing we can do, and we can pinpoint exactly which biomarker is actually inflamed, and based on what that marker is inflamed, we can actually get a fix. In a book on heart disease and on lab work. It's been taking me almost a year to finish it now. It's coming up to a freaking year. I haven't finished it. I got 3 more chapters. What I've done is I broke down all the laboratory work. So if, let's say, you have one of the soft plaque biomarkers called LPPLA2. If that number is high, doctors does not know how to lower it. Nobody knows how to lower it. I know how to lower it because I've done the testing. You can take polyphenols, 2,000 grams with resveratrol, and guess what? It lowers it within under 90 days. So we start to actually, so what I did in that book, I've taken every single biomarker, and so now you can actually be your own healthcare. You can get your blood work done, compare it to the heart disease book that I'm finishing, and you can say, okay, I have LP small a high. What can I do to actually lower LP small a? I'll give you some diet lifestyle, and I'll tell you exactly what supplement will lower it and how long it will take to lower it. So it's pretty interesting. That's why it's taken me a long time to actually finish that book, because I'm actually going in so much details in it. And I think it'll be like an eye-opener to probably a lot of influencers out there, that they'll probably get a copy to actually start utilizing it. Thanks for the advice about magnesium amount. My anxiety in 1 week, I feel diverse. That's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing with everyone. I take 500 milligrams of niacin to lower cholesterol. Anything else I can do It's 286. You can actually increase 500 to 1,000. You can take 500 twice a day if you want, if you're still worried. Keep in mind, the nice thing about niacin, it's not so much about lowering cholesterol. It does lower cholesterol, LDL, and increases your HDL, lowers your triglyceride, but it balances your total cholesterol based on your body type. D menus every 2 hours for 5 days. Is that right? For OAB, yes. Yes, for 5 days. After 5 days, you stop. You monitor your body for about 3 days, see how you feel, how's your bladder working, and if everything's working good, you killed whatever parasite you've had, and you just keep menus on the site for emergency purposes. Very, very simple. We'll talk next week. Thank you. Calcium score saved my junk. Yeah, no worries, Ted. Book a time next week. We can definitely sit down and chat and make sure you have all the supplements written down, whether in an Excel sheet or whatever it is, and we'll go through it one by one. I'm a single father who's currently dealing with night feeds, and working in day. How to reduce body fat? How about you download my ebook on how to actually reduce body fat and do insulin resistance diabetes for the weight loss? Why don't you look into that? Thank you, man. I'll give it a go. Yeah, try it out. Let me know. It works really good. I've had a lot of people with overactive bladder where they wake up multiple times at night, or they end up, don't stop from urinating too much. And usually D-Menos will fix that issue instantly. But keep in mind one thing as well too. Sometimes you could be hydrating incorrectly. So you could be drinking dead water, let's just call it, and you're not hydrating your body, so you're actually flushing out all the good minerals in your body. So just kind of keep that in mind as well too. Feeding baby at night and working at night. How about cayenne pepper, Maurice? Cayenne pepper works for some people, and some people it does not work. If you are a Middle Eastern, you probably might fall in that category where you actually have issues with nightshade herbs, where it could cause some aches and pains and joints and inflammation. So it varies. You want to try it out, go for it. It's not going to reduce your cholesterol. All it's going to do is just increase blood flow, stimulate your blood. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Cayenne is usually used as an emergency. If you're actually experiencing a heart attack, you can put 50 grams in your mouth, but it has to be at least 90,000 to 200,000 units or more as an emergency. The same thing as taking, nitrate or taking like nitroglycerin under your tongue. Working during the daytime, struggling with high cortisol. Yeah, take some L-theanine to actually balance your cortisol. You're gonna end up having some DH. Your adrenals is gonna actually crash soon. One last thing: is there a specific dose every 2 hours for 500 milligrams? You have to take 500 milligrams every 2 hours. Doesn't have to be with food. Could be just in an empty stomach. Some people get a little bit digestion issue, but it's not bad. Your adrenals will actually, if you end up working at night too much or not sleeping, you're gonna end up having like adrenal fatigue, and that's why your cortisol tends to actually go up quite a bit as well. Today, actually, it was so hot. I actually, so the water that I have running connected from the creek all the way down, it got so freaking hot that the water inside the pipe was boiling hot. So I took like a hot steaming shower, and it was like brutal because it's so hot. And I end up jumping in the creek again to get nice and cooled down. How to cure this adrenals? You can take L-theanine. You guys don't forget, you can download my cheat book. There's almost like 100 different symptoms in there and how to fix every single symptom. I'm gonna keep adding to it. I'd love to add more to it, but I'm kind of been caught up with finishing my heart disease book because I really want to finish it, but I think I'm not gonna finish either right now till probably when the weather cools down a bit, so this way I can start to spend more time on the computer. I just want to finish the tiny house, and that's why I'm running behind. The weather out there is smashing. Yeah, it's been amazing. I have the book only on high blood pressure. Yeah, I have the cheat book is launched already, so it has a lot of information in it. I'm gonna launch version 1.2. because I'm adding a lot of things to it. And I have my heart disease book, and I think this one is gonna be a game changer, an eye opener to a lot of influencers. I'll bet you they're gonna buy it and start actually utilizing it on their people, because I'm putting so much valuable information in there that every person that has actually any issues with cholesterol, heart disease, high blood pressure, when they get that book, they're gonna be able to actually fix the issue, no problem. Come to Ireland, totally different rain and more rain. Hey, trust me, the first 2 weeks, the first 3 weeks when I was here, all we had was rain nonstop. So having this beautiful sunny days for the next month and a half, I need it. I need it. When is it available? Well, the cheat book, you can download it right now, but the one for the heart disease, that's gonna take me a while to actually get it up there. YouTube and TikTok, let's keep tapping the screen. Maurice is helping all of us. Thank you, Anna. I need that. Yeah, guys, tap the screen, support my channel. I definitely would love to get proper monetized on YouTube. They don't like me for some reason. It's funny. I do videos. I do give a lot of valuable information, and I put the dosing and everything. And I still only get like 200 views for some reason. Compared to other influencers, they get thousands of views. Maybe I'm just giving way too much information. Have you moved, Maurice? No, I'm still in my off-grid little location, my little acreage here. But it's been busy working today, and really busy. So I'll show you guys. I have freaking lot of wood everywhere. I haven't really had a chance to finish or clean up. I've been cutting all day because I'm trying to finish the inside. Hey, look who popped out. And this guy didn't let me sleep, Kay. He didn't let me sleep. He slept outside because he didn't want to go inside. It was too hot. And 1:30 in the morning, we had a couple deers and a coyote, I think, or something. And he just kept going up to the top and just barking like crazy. Barking like crazy non-stop. Right, Duke? Didn't let me sleep, did you? And of course, I couldn't empty the septic tank correctly because one of the pipe is leaking. If anybody's a plumber, I don't know, give me a tip. I ran out of freaking glue and I ended up putting a little bit more. I went and bought some more, but so this little pipe here, you can see I did a sloppy job. It's my first time doing freaking plumbing. It's leaking in the bottom, like. So if it doesn't work by tomorrow, I'm gonna try like another glue. I'll have to cut again from here and reinstall 4 joints again to that big freaking 4 inches PVC piping. And if that works, then I can cover the whole thing. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to do it again. And the one I bought for the trailer that actually connects to the trailer, it came from a company from. It took almost like 2 weeks to get here, and guess what? I put her up, they didn't even have it glued properly either, so it's leaking as well. I'm like, hey, it's almost like... There's Duke again. Duke, we're not playing in the water. You played twice today. And you got mud everywhere. Let's go play in the ball. Where's the ball? Come. Come on. You don't want to? Okay, you stay there. Very cold here in UK, only 66 Fahrenheit. Oh, it's been, yeah, usually here where I'm at. So we got hit with good rain for almost about 3-4 weeks. And right now, when usually second week of July, we get like a big hit of heavy sun. Sometimes we end up getting a lot of fires and stuff, but hopefully there's no fires. But right now it's in like the upper 30s, 32. But here in the area I'm in, there's no wind, so it's very calm. So it does feel a lot hotter as well sometimes. So there's no wind or nothing. There's no almost like good oxygen flow. So it gets really hot inside the tiny house, and it's very tough to actually sleep. So it makes it very tough. So that's why I'm getting a solar fan. So I'm gonna actually install a solar fan under the tiny house so I can actually withdraw all the heat and all the moisture. And if it does work, I'm gonna get another one and put it inside the tiny house so I can keep some airflow. Go in. Can Wi-Fi cause prostate inflammation? Any type of EMF, they cause issue with our DNA, with our cells, and possibility it could cause cancer. Um, is it proven? Possibly. I don't know if it does, but keep in mind, any type of EMF that actually goes through your body. That's why I highly recommend doing a grounding every single day. So the problem is the only reason we end up getting, let's say, prostate or anything else from, let's say, doing Wi-Fi, using Wi-Fi or any type of EMF signal is because we store it in our body and we never actually release it from our body. So how do you release it? Is by grounding. So step outside for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes every single day, bare feet, whether it's freaking snow or muddy or rainy, still do it. You still have to actually ground your body. And if you're not able to, then buy yourself a mattress sheet that that's what I have, and I sleep on it, and it's actually grounded. So every time you sleep on that, keep in mind you're grounded for about 6 or 8 hours. It depends how much you sleep. So instead of being grounded outside for, let's say, 10 minutes and you're not able to do it because you're at work all day, then when you get home and you're lay and you're relaxing in bed and sleeping, then you can ground your body for a full 6 to 8 hours. So that will actually get rid of all that EMF storage in your body. Did you buy that piece of land? How much did it cost? We got it a long time ago. It was me, my two brothers, and my mom and dad. We all bought in. And technically, we were, I was supposed to take a level, they're supposed to take a level and all that stuff, but it was too far for them to travel back here. So I thought, you know what? I really love outdoors. I love being here. So I'm gonna build something nice and simple and actually work my way. So it took me almost about five years or so to actually make it to this point. And definitely would love to stay here all year long. I'm gonna try this winter to see how it is. I'm just gonna make sure my water is not gonna freeze, my septic does not freeze, nothing like that. And if it doesn't freeze, I'll stay over the winter and see how it goes. But either way, I'm still gonna go down to the city in December to actually spend some time with the family. And I probably won't be able to come back here because a lot of the roads could be blocked. So I might maybe just go down, let's say December, January, February, come back again in March and see how everything is held up. That's why I'm trying to finish everything outside right now. Once I finish everything outside and everything is secured, then my mind could be at ease. I don't have to come back here and kind of, find a few things damaged. On the grass or concrete, you can do it on the grass, you can do it on the concrete. Those grounding masks cost a lot of money, Maurice. These grounding masks, all it is just a sheet that goes on top of your bed and you put it under your body and you sleep on it. They are on sale. I think the one I got was about $100 and some. But seriously, it does work. I put the link on my website, Kay. Sometimes these guys, they have a sale. They are expensive because they're made from like silver material and 100% cotton. Colby, have a good one. Cheers. Let me ask you that a ground sheet, you must be skinny or not to touch the mat. It has to touch your skin. It has to touch your skin no matter what. You're supposed to put it actually across. If you put it across, it's only gonna touch your probably mid or lower back. I put it lengthwise, so it's touching anywhere from my neck to my back all the way to my legs. So that's how I actually sleep on it, and I found that way it works the best. You just gotta make sure it is plugged in and it is grounded, and that's it. That's how quick it is. Wow, both of my phones are dying. Less than 15%, I think, because of too much heat. This sucks. You'll make it through the winter, but also get extra fittings to replace if they freeze. For what? For the pipings and stuff? They'll probably freeze because they're not even a foot under. But the problem is they don't hold water. What froze last year was the water line froze because I didn't have it underground yet. So this year is underground for about 4 feet. So I'll see if it's actually gonna work or not. But I'm gonna get, as well, Jimmy mentioned the other day, I think it's called tape something. I'll put before it goes inside the trailer because that section there is not really covered or insulated. That's good, just so the water line does not freeze. I'm sensitive to electromagnetic energy. It stings. Well, this stuff you don't feel it at all. It is in the ground plug, so there's nothing it should give out at all. I have one, but make me sweet because the material. Yeah, heat tape. That's what it's called. I keep forgetting the damn name. Heat tape. So I'm gonna buy a heat tape and actually wrap the hose once it's coming out of the ground into the trailer section. I still have to dig it by hand a bit, and I'm gonna put the heat tape on it just so it doesn't freeze, and I hope it doesn't. So we'll see what happens. Last year, the water froze the first week of November. So this year, if it freezes, then I'll head back in November. If it doesn't freezes, I'll wait till like December. Sulforaphane supplement benefits can cause side effects. Yeah, some of the side effects is underactive thyroid. That's all it is. Underactive thyroid from sulforaphane. I did a video on that for being one of the antioxidant, but unfortunately, it does affect certain individuals with the issue of the underactive thyroid. But whether you need it or not, there's a lot of other supplements you can definitely take. Or because you can get sulforaphane from broccoli if you want. You just have to chop the broccoli and let it sit on the counter for about 30 minutes before you actually consume. So this way actually it makes the sulforaphane more absorbable, because our guts isn't designed to actually absorb it correctly or actually break down the fibers correctly. That's why when you eat a broccoli and certain greens, the same amount you eat, the same amount you poop out. But when you eat the same amount in meat, you might eat like 1 pound of meat, you probably poop nothing because it's utilized by the body 100%. Calcium D-glucarate has the same benefits to actually remove estrogen. It does. It does actually reduce and prevents mimicking of estrogen in the body, if that's your aim for. If my phone dies, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I don't know if I can let you know ahead of time. Probably gonna die and it's down to 12%. I heard a grounding can help with some pains in the body. Some pains in the body. It does. Most of the inflammation happens because due to EMF, due to the environmental toxins. So grounding is gonna actually release, at least help with that part of the inflammatory issues. And the thing is, whether the cost is high or not, if you're comparing it to taking supplementation, it's a fraction. Because it's a lifetime investment. You do it once and pretty much it's gonna last you a lifetime. As long as, of course, you take care of it and you wash it every couple of weeks, and you should be good, 100%. But they wrinkle very easily. Because I only have one small washing machine here, I usually, after I wash it, I just hang it to dry. They do wrinkle quite fast. Okay, if you go to my website, you can see the one I actually use. And you can actually order it there. And I think they give us a discount as well. Any cure for ear sinus infection, NAC, and acetyl-L-cysteine. Take 2,400 milligrams every 3 hours. Hello from Canada. Hey, Tony, how's it going? I'm in Canada too. Where are you at? Let's go back up and sit. We'll wait till that 10% dies and I'll go feed Duke. Happy Friday. Yeah, it is finally Friday, right? To me, I think it's Friday every day. I'm from Ontario. Where are you? I'm in BC, Tony. British Columbia. So guys, this is what I do every single day. Every day I wake up, even thought I didn't freaking sleep, I still wake up and feel I'm 25 years old. And every day I wake up is a Friday for me. So I don't care about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Every day is a freaking Friday, because Friday's always been my favorite day of the week. And whenever it's sunny like that, I'm always happy. If it's not sunny, I freaking, it's depressing. Eric, when are you gonna come and freaking visit? You're only like an hour and a half away from me, I think, aren't you? I got more family coming in the first week of August. I think they're gonna stay here for like maybe 3 weeks or something. What causes leaky gut, and is there anything I can take to help heal? Oh yeah, there is a lot of things you can do to help heal. But it's your food. Book a time with me. Let's chat about it. I can actually give you like a perfect protocol, and I can guide you through the whole process. Duke, you found it, and we can help heal your gut. And it depends how bad the issue is. You know, sometimes you might need to take some peptides or not, but I can walk you through the whole process. Are you going to Shambhala? Shambhala, where the hell is that? Shambhala. 30 minutes or 1 hour? I probably go for 1 hour because you probably have to go through all your whole routine of what your eating habits and everything. Or anytime. I thought you wanted some time alone. No, all I've been doing is just fixing some stuff right now. I'm trying to finish because the family's coming August, the first week of August. So as soon as they leave, you're more than welcome. Yeah, I need to. I'm trying to finish some things. It's getting there. Do you travel all over the country? I don't right now. I'm just staying here in where I'm at right now in BC till I finish my little unit. Once I finish my little unit, then I can. It'll be a little bit easier for me to maybe do some traveling next year and stuff. Strong foundation construction is Kandala. Are you doing love with your family? Are you doing love with your family? My mother's coming, my brother's coming, two kids are coming as well too. So we'll be probably busy swimming, maybe go fishing. I'll find you someday, bro. I just started a new job. What the hell? You're working? I thought you're retired, Eric. Come on. You don't need to work. Do part-time or something. Do you travel? Mean lives. Are you going? Are you going? Are you doing lives with? Oh, mean lives. Are you going lives with your family? Probably not. They're not into that stuff. But probably I will do a small live so you guys can see the kids and stuff. 100%. 100% will do that. But yeah, a lot of things to finish once I'm done. I'm just trying to finish everything outside. The job is not going to last long. Don't worry. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sometimes we need a little job here and there to actually get things going again. Thanks for sharing so much, brother. It's appreciated. Thanks so much for the message as always. Uh, Guys, if my phone dies, I'll come back tomorrow. Hi, new here. Thank you for the free ebooks. No problem. I hope they're helping. And you have any questions, definitely keep me updated. I am gonna probably updates as well, put other new free ebooks on there. So you guys keep definitely checking my website. Time to build up the bank account. Money comes and goes, Eric. Never really. We should never really. How can I say this? Save money in the bank. Let's just put it that way. At the end of the day, when we all leave, we leave with nothing. We come back with nothing and leave with nothing. As long as we're loving, enjoying life. Is everyone going to be there? Give our best from Sharon and I. I will, JD. They haven't confirmed yet, but that's the plan. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know when they're gonna come and stuff. We'll see. They're supposed to confirm by next week because I do need some stuff from there. If they're not gonna come, then I have to go back and get some stuff. The South African rand is weak. Lol. Uh, how's the weather in your area? Well, at 3,000 is too low. Hi, look at Amazon for winter insulation tape for PVC sleeves. Look on Amazon for winter insulation tape for PVC sleeves. I gotta look into that. Winter insulation tape. Is that the heat tape we're talking about, right? Or PVC sleeves? But these PVC sleeves, they don't really insulate as well. I think I've seen them at the Home Hardware. If we don't actually like do the heat tape like Eric was mentioning, I think the PVC sleeves might not probably work as good. It's winter in South Africa right now. How cold does it get in South Africa? Probably not as cold as what we get here in Canada, I think. Okay, guys, the phone is down to about 5%. So if I lose you guys, I'll come back tomorrow. -9 was the worst to my knowledge. Well, that's not bad. -9, is it degrees? That's not bad then. Have you decided on the type of siding on the tiny house? Not yet, no. I'm probably not gonna do that till next year. JD. But yeah, I might maybe do like we talked about it last time. I was thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe do like half metal, half raw. I don't know yet, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna wait till next year. This year, I just want to finish everything outside, water and all that stuff, and see how it holds up over the winter. If there causes any issues, if that kind of passes through and everything is working out good, from the water line, septic, all that stuff, then next year I'll think about outside. I'm from originally it's from Lebanon. So yeah, and I'll do that. Just have not decided yet. I know there's still, every time I look at the place, is like, okay, I finished a few things, but there's still other things to finish, right? It's just, it never ends. It's just, kind of keeps you busy all day long. Sometimes, there's days you don't want to work anymore. There's days I just want to sit and do nothing. Yeah, it's all gonna be done on a wood stove, Eric. So I'm gonna actually get some wood as well too, probably some birch pre-cut. I just have to, as soon as I'm done installing everything right now, with the water and all that stuff, should be done by next week because I'm waiting for 2 more parts to come in. I'm gonna actually build a small section so I can store all the wood in it, like maybe like 2 by 10 feet, 2 feet by 10 feet, or 2 feet by 18 feet to kind of store all the wood close here, so I can kind of come out, grab some, take it back inside in the winter, see how that kind of works out. And if I actually, so it's everything gonna be like a test for the first few weeks when it start to get cold, because I won't be able to have enough heat to actually have it here. But the place is well insulated, so I'm sure it doesn't need much to actually get it up and going. And I spoke with somebody who does wood stove installation like professionally. That's what he does. He's booked right now all the way till December, but he gave me all the parts I need and everything to kind of go get. So I'm gonna go buy them all and try. It was super nice of him and actually try to do the installation myself. If everything works out, he said he can just come sign off on it. So this way it's insured and everything. Insured, so I can insure the property, insure the house and everything. Uh, Pay extra for hardwood. What do you mean for hardwood? Better than birch? I think they charge like what, 300 or $350 per section. Oh, my other phone is almost dead. Maple. Okay. Yeah, I'll check. Does it actually probably last much longer than probably birch, right? Or it gives out a different heat volume? I'll check into it. I'm not gonna buy any right now because I have quite a bit that I actually been collecting this year and actually just have them. I just haven't stored them, but I'll definitely look into it. I just probably I will start. I'll get all the wood stove parts. I think next week with the box and everything because I already have the wood stove. I just have to bring it up here and I just have to tile under it. I haven't never really done tiling before, so I gotta tile a few pieces. I'll get that going, then go from there. Okay, guys, my phone is 2%, so it's already that's crazy. That was pretty quick, actually. So what I'll do is I'll see you guys later. We'll definitely chat tomorrow. You want wood that burns all night, so maple. Okay, that's good to know. So maple burns all night then. And the one I got, like the wood stove, it's actually it does fit quite a bit, so which is nice. This way I can probably, so maybe I'll do like the birch during the daytime and maybe the maple in the evening. So this way I can put a couple maples at night, hardwood, and let it burn all night. That wouldn't be too bad. Or especially if I'm not around and I wanted to keep the place nice and warm. Guys, I have to get going. The phone is almost gonna die. It's running very, very slow and it's freezing up. So what we'll do is we'll definitely catch up tomorrow. And you guys have a nice, happy Friday. Cheers. Thanks so much, Eric, as well. We'll definitely chat.